Welcome Pokemon Go trainers, welcome back to the channel. So in this video I am featuring one of my friends battle who is using a best core of Annihilape and the Dewgong. Along with it, it is paired with a Shadow Drapion as a safe switch. Shadow Drapion is really a very good safe switch until and unless you see any kind of a mud boy. Also it covers Annihilape weaknesses very well. So overall kind of a ABC line. There are all three different type of Pokemon and covering each other weaknesses very well. So do watch the video till end, and if you haven't subscribed the channel, please subscribe it. And let's begin the video and let's see what the first opponent has for us. We are leading with the Annihilape and they have a Giraffe Rake. So we didn't saw the fast move, it was double kick, resisted, and we dipped immediately into our Shadow Drapion. So we can go for the Aqua Tail bait. Let's see if they are going to call it correctly. And they shielded the move because crunch one shots and they are going to go for, I think this could be a Psychic Fang or maybe a Trailblaze. Both are resisted, so easy no shield. They go for the Psychic Fang, and after that, to put a lot of pressure with the fast move, they dip into the Shadow Dragonair. So we can go for the crunch. It is going to do a lot of damage if they don't shield. And look at the damage, almost 80% health is gone. And I think we should come with Dewgong and just farm them down. They are not going to reach any charge move. So let's see what comes up. And here comes the Mawile. So we can go for the drill run to guarantee the super effective damage, or else we can grab the final shield. So going for it, and they decide to shield here, we can come back with our Annihilape, but they are running Fairy Wind. So this is going to do a lot of fast move pressure. We should shield this because this is enough for the play rough, which is going to one shot, and we shielded it correctly. Here comes the Giraffe Rig and they can go for the Psychic Fang. I believe we can survive, so we decide to no shield, but still it does a lot of damage. Fast move are resisted, so we can do over farming. Actually we lose the CMP tire, that's very unfortunate. And now we are forced to shield here, and this Psychic Fang got blocked, and we are going to go for Rage Fist. This is going to one shot them because they are very low on health, and I think we undercharge here just to get some energy head start so that we can reach another Rage Fist on the Mawile. So this puts a lot of fast move pressure after the defense drop. Still we were able to reach the Rage Fist, and this Rage Fist is definitely enough to knock out the Mawile, and we are going to secure the win. So moving towards the next opponent, let's see what the next opponent has. A Shadow Drapion in the lead. So we are going to stay, but opponent is not staying. They dip into Malamar. We are dipping into our Drapion and we are going to throw a crunch. No, actually we are forcing them to throw. If he goes for the super power, then he has to shield everything whatever we throw. We can bait them with the Aqua Tail, but my friend decide to go for the crunch. So it hit one shot if they don't shield. Let's see. And they do shield here. No defense drop, and we can reach another crunch, but they reach a move. We are going to shield just to ensure that they are shieldless. So we are shielding a foul play. That is fine. We can overfarm a bit and go for the crunch. This crunch is going to one shot if they are not going to give up the final shield, and they do invest a shield and no defense drop. We can reach an Aqua Tail, and yes we do, which is good for us. They might survive here because it's not a stab move, and yes they do survive with 1 HP, and actually it was a CMP tie, so that's more better. And we can come back with our Ape. So they go for the foul play. We can come with Ape and just one counter down. So let's see what is going to come up. So they come back with a Drapion. We can overfarm. We should go for the close combat instead of going for the Rage Fist and wasting the time. So we are deciding to shield just to retain the health on Annihilape. We are thinking that might be Ape has a play at the back. So we are full sending the close combat, and this is going to one shot the Shadow Drapion. And let's see what the final Pokemon is. And the final Pokemon is Credile. So I think we can reach a close combat before they make any charge move, and yes we do. This close combat is definitely going to be enough to knock them out, and we are going to secure the win. So good game to the opponent. We won this match. Let's move towards the next opponent. Let's see what the next opponent has for us. We are leading with the Annihilape and they have Alolan Ninetales. So let's see the fast move, and they are running Charm, so which is bad for us. We are going to dip into our Drapion. They are dipping into the ground typing. It's a Nidoking actually, very spicy Pokemon. We have back to back loaded, and we are going to go for an Aqua Tail. Let's see how much damage it does. Actually they decide to shield, which is good, and we can shield this. This could be a Sand Tomb. Maybe we can survive, but we should be risking it. And this was a Sand Tomb, so we are going to go for Aqua Tail. This is going to one shot them if they don't shield, and they will give up the final shield, and yes they do. Definitely we are reaching another charge move. This is how spammy this Drapion is, so this is going to one shot, and we are going to win the switch advantage. But is it going to help us? Let's see. They come back with the Alolan Ninetales, and unfortunately we didn't reach an Aqua Tail. So we are going to come back with our Dewgong definitely, and I think we should land and drill run, not going to risk. And we go for it, but losing the CMP tie. Hopefully it's not a dazzling gleam. So let's see what they throw here. It's a Psyshock, which is better, and this drill run is going to one shot, or maybe they will survive with few HP. And going for the drill run, and they survive here. We are dipping into Ape and just counter down. We took some charm damage, but we have a shield advantage, and the final Pokemon is Nidoqueen. To see some Spice Pokemon, but still they lose it. So let's move towards the next opponent. Let's see what the next opponent has. And again a bad lead, Jumpluff in the lead. So we are safe switching into our Drapion. They stay and then they dip into Marowak. We can make two Aqua Tail, but Kanto Marowak cannot be one shot with a one Aqua Tail. So we are going to go for it, and they can just shield once and farm us down. They don't need any charge move. So we reach another Aqua Tail. Definitely they are going to shield here and they can just farm us down. And they shielded here, and one more Mud Slap, actually two more, and we got knockout. Coming back with the Annihilape, and they are going to throw a Bone Club. So Bone Club is going to do decent amount of damage, and we are very glassy, and I think they can reach one more. They have back to back already, so this is going to get us very low, and that's very bad. So we are going to just farm them down with very low HP left. And let's see, now we have to put all our faith on Dewgong. So we dip and they have a Toxapex at the back. So all this game depends on the bait calling. If we are going to call the bait correctly, then only we can win it. Otherwise I don't see any win con left. So we are going to go for super effective drill run, and they are staying. They are not going to dip into Jumpluff. I think they have stored some energy, so they can go for the sludge wave. We decide to shield and we got baited, and this is the moment which can be flipped. So we are very careful for the catching. So we are going to go for drill run. This is going to land or it will grab the final shield. Unfortunately they are not shielding, and they are going to farm up, and this is enough for the sludge wave. But we have to use our shield carefully because there is a Jumpluff at the back. Maybe they have energy ball, and here comes the Jumpluff. We are going to lower their attack and go for the icy wind. They have to shield, otherwise it might one shot them. And yes, they do decide to shield. Now we have to catch here, and they have back to back aerial ace loaded, or maybe they are running acrobatics. So we decide to shield, and this is aerial ace, so we should catch. And yes, we make a very good catch. So this could flip the match. Let's see. So this aerial ace is going to knock out the Ape, and we are one fast move away from the charge move, but we took a lot of fairy wind damage, and we are going to throw the icy wind. This might one shot, and all they left is Toxapex, one fast move, and they knock us out. And unfortunately we lost it. That is fine, but still we tried our best. So let's move towards the next opponent, and it's a Tenta in the lead. So no fast move pressure, but they have a charge move pressure, especially the Scald does a lot of damage. So we can go for the Rage Fist and boost up our attack, so that we can force them to shield when we throw the second one. And look at the damage, and after few more counter it will be below half health, and they are going to throw here. We can survive a Scald, so we shouldn't be shielding the first one. Now they have to shield our Rage Fist, but for some reason opponent is switching on odd timing. Not sure what he was trying to do, so we are going to go for Rage Fist. Actually we should have saved this energy, but that is fine. We can come back with our Dewgong and just farm them down, because it's a double super effective damage because of ground and flying typing. The Ice Shard is just going to melt the health, and they are running Night Slash. No boost, and one more Ice Shard will be enough. But at the last moment they reach a charge move. This could be another Night Slash, so we shouldn't be shielding. And half of the health is gone, and one more Ice Shard, it is enough. And let's see what comes up. And here comes the Machamp. So let's lower their attack stats. So we are going to go for Icy Wind, and they have to shield, but for some reason they are not shielding. Maybe they want to save a shield for the Tentacruel. So we are going to go for another Icy Wind. Now definitely they will shield, and for some reason still they are not shielding. Here we dip into Drapion, and they dip into Tentacruel, and they have a lot of energy on Machamp, I think. So we go for the Crunch. Now they will shield, and still they are not shielding for some reason, and we are going to take this win with the 2 shield flex and all 3 Pokemon alive. So let's move towards the next opponent, and we have Azumarill in the lead. Again a bad lead, so we are going to do one counter and then dip into Drapion. and they have their own, so we should be going for the Aqua Tail to doing some neutral damage instead of Crunch, a resisted move. So we go for the Aqua Tail. Almost half of the health is gone, and one more Aqua Tail might be enough to knock them out. We can survive the first one, so no shield. And yes, we don't shield here, so we are going to overfarm a bit and go for the Aqua Tail. And let's see who wins the CMP tie. Whose Drapion has high attack stats, so they shielded the second Aqua Tail. We sneak a Poison Sting, and we are not going to shield. Maybe we are going to save a shield for Ape, and this knocks us out, and we are going to farm up energy. We have to shield a Crunch. It's a busted move, but on a very good timing, our friend throw it on the charge attack priority. So let's see what they do, and they do let it go, and now we are boosted, and we are going to stay here because with 2 shield and the boost, this Ape is just busted. So we are going to go for another Rage Fist. This is going to do a lot of damage, and look at the damage. And now they are going to throw here. This could be an Ice Beam, or maybe they will nuke us with a Play Rough, and we decide to shield and they go for the Play Rough. And now next Rage Fist, they have to shield, but still it is not going to help them. We throw it on the CMP tie, a good timing. So this Rage Fist is going to grab the final shield. Yes, it does. And we are going to shield up because now we are more boosted. And let's see what the final Pokemon is. Maybe we can land a close combat. So we are going to go for another Rage Fist. And yes, we do. They are not going to reach a charge move before us. So this Rage Fist will make this Ape more busted. And let's see what the final Pokemon is. And it's a Grimer. So is it going to help them? But we throw it on the CMP tie. An opponent makes a mistake. And this Rage Fist is going to be enough to knock out the Grimer. And we are going to secure the win. A very good clean sweep by the Annihilape. So let's move towards the next opponent. And this time we have a good lead. Steelix in the lead. So we are going to stay, but they will not. So let's see what they dip. And they dip into Dragonite, and we have a hard answer, which is Dewgong. We are going to just farm them down, and this superpower is very threatening. We shouldn't be risking it. Instead we should shield. And yes, they go for the superpower, and let's see. And definitely the Steelix will return. We can overfarm a bit, and they are running a fast move as a Thunderfang, doing super effective on Dewgong because of water typing. We decide to debuff them, going for the Icy Wind, and attack fails, and we can this time go for the Drill Run, doing super effective damage. But just before that they are going to throw a charge move, and this is Psychic Fang, and we are going to throw a Drill Run, doing super effective damage. And let's see if they are going to invest the shield. So going for it, and they don't invest, and we are trying to snipe them, and they have an Azumarill at the back, and this time Azu has 2 shield, but still is it going to help him? Let's see. So we are going to go for Rage Fist and boost up our attack. So they are going to stay and go for the charge move. This could be an Ice Beam, but still we are going to invest the shield because we are boosted and the busted. And this trainer is also going for the Play Rough. Maybe this could be a Hydro Pump Azu. So we are going to go for another Rage Fist. So let's see. And this time they will shield. So we are going to farm up and not going to reach a Rage Fist. So they are going to throw a move. This could be a Play Rough or maybe an Ice Beam. And they go for the Play Rough, and this convinced me that they are running a Hydro Pump. They dip into Steelix, we dip into Dewgong and just farm down. And let's see, and at this point of time we should debuff them because we are anticipating that they are running a Hydro Pump, and we are in a shadow form with a Drapion, which is going to do a lot. They do decide to shield. Icy Wind did his job of lowering the attack. We can go for the Crunch because we don't run Sludge Bomb. So we are going to go for Crunch, lowering the defense. And yes, we do. Hopefully it's not a Hydro Pump, and even if it is, hopefully we survive after the debuff. Actually they go for the Play Rough, and now it's all about tap screen and secure the win. So hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you do, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and also subscribe to my channel to support it. And if you need a PvP coaching to hit legend or the expert, you can join as a member on my channel. But before that, DM me on the social media platform to get an idea how this coaching is going to work. I will catch you all in the next video. Till the time, take care trainers. Have a good day. Bye.